Hi, hello everyone. This is your Auntie Beki, your Pinay Bekiful here in London. Welcome to Bekiful channel. Something that I want to actually show you are my wonderful indoor plants. We call it flowering pot, which is my begonia. If you can see, they're all beautiful, colorful pink flowers that I have, and they look so healthy. The other one is my Crasula. It's a jade plant. They said it's lucky, so I hope I'm lucky today. And the last one is my Diefenbachia. They call it dumb cane. I'm not sure why, but they look healthy and beautiful. And I'll tell you why I managed to maintain them healthy looking, and at the same time they're growing so beautifully. Unlike my British white rose that I actually showed previously, I overlooked it. I underestimate the the pot, and at the same time, I actually did not manage to assess whether if the water is actually dries up so fast because it's winter time. It's difficult to gauge whether if you put a lot or minimal, so it's very tricky. So what I did some stuff that it's easier for me to keep my British white rose alive. And look, there's a new buds coming out, so they're alive. And I'm happy. I don't mind if the rose is dry, but as long as the whole stem are wonderfully surviving. So I'll show you how I managed to actually make sure even if you put some water, it will help you not to drown the whole pot with water, because if it's winter time it will not dry up so fast. But there are times we just actually relax and comfortable that it will dries up on its own, but we didn't realize that the water actually sits at the bottom of the pot and it actually accumulated, and I wasn't actually paying attention on that degree, and I did not actually check it from time to time. So now I do. What I'm going to share with you now is how do I normally make my indoor plants, my flowering plants, to look like in a festive mood. And how do I normally avoid overwatering them, since I have my previous experience on that, which I'm going to discuss with you in a minute. And also, I'm going to show you what kind of Christmas tree do I actually have. Come and join me and I will share with you how this affordable stuff I have in order to make my small space look festive and ready for Christmas season. What I'm going to show you now is to improvise a wonderful plastic pot holder for my indoor plants. So if you can see, I'm making a decent length, but I don't know how long it is. I forgot to measure, but it will hold my indoor plants in place. So this one, if we put it in our vase, it will help to elevate it and to avoid being drowned from the water that we put into our plants. And it will help not to sit on the vase of the flower base. So what I'm going to do is to create more of this, and I'm gonna make the same length as it is to create more of this holder for my indoor plastic pot. So creating this will help me to keep my indoor plants away from the base of the container pot. What I normally do, I improvise this thing. This is what I do. I will start with my begonia. This is my begonia. As you can see, it's so beautiful. Now what I'm doing is I'm going to twist my wiring on the top of my plastic pot. Though this will help to make a good grip for my plastic pot. So I'm trying to actually make a wonderful decent grip
in order for my plastic pot to be in place. So this will hold the plastic pot in place if I'm going to put it into my vase. So I am trying to make a good grip. So stretching the Christmas wreath, the wiring I mean, so twisting it around, and there you go, it's holding it in place. And what I'm doing now is to make it a good grip. So here you go, they're all in the right place and it will house inside the vase. So it's just actually sitting on top of the mouth of the vase. And there, I'm gonna twist this around again, the wiring at the end, in order to hold the plastic pot in place. So there you go, I'm stretching it and I'm going to twist this around just on the top of the vase. So that will help to prevent it from sitting inside of the vase, and it will avoid being drowned from the water because it will drain and go down from the bottom of the vase. So there you go, I'm twisting it around so to keep the flower pot in place. And that's it. I managed to actually twist them around and keep them looking beautiful and festive. So it's ready for a Christmas season. Now I'm going to do the same with other indoor plants. Now this is my Dieffenbachia. I'm going to do the same like what I did to my flower pot. This Dieffenbachia indoor plant is beautiful. So what I'm doing is I'm twisting around the wire from the plastic pot. So twisting the other end to make a good grip and doing it at the same time on the other end. So making it a decent grip to hold my plastic pot in place. So I'm twisting it around on both ends. So these both ends needs to be twisted and para mailagay natin siya sa vase. So we're going to house this plastic pot into the vase. It will keep it elevated. So hindi siya papasok sa ilalim ng vase. Hindi siya malalaglag doon. So we have to twist the wiring on top of the vase as well. So it will hold it in place. So the other side of the vase, on the other side, the end wiring needs to be twisted ulit. So I am twisting it again para ma-hold natin yung plastic pot. So I'm holding it and trying to twist them and keep the indoor plants elevated from the vase itself. So it's just holding it in place on the top of the vase. So hindi siya papasok sa ilalim. So once we put the water in there, it will drain, and at the same time, it will prevent from rotting the roots. So, maiiwasin nating mabulok ang ating roots ng indoor plants. It's because the indoor plants, it's elevated and it's away from the base itself. So, that's it. Now, I'm putting this aside and I'm going to do the crassula next. This is a crassula plant. So I'm gonna twist it around again the usual way that I'm doing.
Santa baby, I really do believe in you. without you, never start without you. Christmas is all about you. I see everywhere around, fairies of December. You, I see everywhere.
Now that I am housing the crassula plant, so it will keep it elevated. So the usual, I am going to twist the wiring around on top of the vase. So this will help the crassula plant to be elevated, and it's just actually sitting on top of the vase, not just actually going underneath down to the bottom of the vase itself. Ayan, kaya may iwasan natin mabulok ang ating indoor plants. There you go. It's actually finished and it looks beautiful. They are actually elevated and it will prevent them from rotting, and at the same time the water will drain properly without drowning them.
So the last one that I am going to do is my British White Rose. She is actually very special because I managed to make the plant survive. So with that, of course, you need to do the same as usual. So there you go. I'm gonna make a twist, and then you have to make a secure stuff in here. So that will help your plants not to so you prevent it from overwatering them. I managed to make the rose alive, so I'm waiting for it to grow bigger, and it will grow as much as it could, for sure. So I'm just making it a very good twist here, so as it doesn't actually. There you go. And another one. So you'll try to make sure that you can conceal it. You know, it will help the pot to actually securely hold it in place. There you go. That's wonderful. There you go. That's wonderful.
I wait impatiently for you, my Santa baby. I really do believe in you. Christmas is waiting for you. We'll never start without you, never start without you.
This year, since we're all actually loving the vibes of having indoor plants, succulents, flowering plants, all of this, now what I'm going to introduce to you is my new baby Christmas tree, a real one, and at the same time, it's in the pot. So I'm going to show you my Omerica Christmas tree. Here you go. There. So this is my Omerica Christmas tree. It's a baby Christmas tree at this time. And at the same time, it's in the pot. So it does really look very healthy. And at the same time, it is not dug from the ground. So it is cultivated in the pot until it grows up like this. So there is a chance for this to actually grow tall and healthy as long as we know how to look after this baby Christmas tree. Since my Christmas baby tree is not that big enough, So this one will fit in here. So I don't need to buy. So if you have anything that is actually quite good to put the Christmas tree, it can save you money. However, if you don't have anything, you can buy a normal pot that could house your Christmas tree. So what I'm gonna do, I have to put a plastic bag in here since the pot have a hole. And now here I'm putting a bag here, just a bag to just actually cover, not to cover, but to protect from all the spillage. So that's why I have to put this plastic bag in here. So I'm not gonna remove this plastic bag here because this really is actually another layer of protection. So just in case the water will spill out from the bag, but definitely I've learned that moderate water is okay. So if ever there's a small amount of water spill over from the bag, for sure for how many days, the baby Christmas tree will actually, drink it up so fast because they love water as well. So especially if they're inside the confined space of our small space living room like mine. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to put it inside here like this. There you go. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna roll this plastic stuff in here. So I'm rolling it on the side and this one as well. This is just an extra protection. That's what I'm doing it like this. But this is just a temporary housing because I know this is just for the Christmas time for decorating it. However, we have to, I have to repot or look for a bigger pot to replant my baby Christmas tree. And it's really nice to have this kind of baby Christmas tree because it's just all right for this year, really, because of what's going on. And it's really nice to bring the nature. It's really nice. It is actually very nice to bring the nature inside your living room since this create a very relaxing vibe inside the room, and it is wonderful to find it very attractive as well. So apart from my wonderful indoor house plant here and my other indoor plants, so I'm going to tell you on how do I make them look fresh and alive. So the first thing I do is they tend to dry up, especially the branches, if they're inside the living room, because they normally used to a cool environment. So what I normally do, I notice that they tend to actually falls off if they actually looks like dehydrated and dry. So what I normally do, I mist them with my spray water. So definitely the weather inside the living room is different when you go out. So if you have a big garden, you have to take them out in order for them to breathe and to have some cool weather outside. But if it actually inside the living room, you have to cool them down by spraying this water, but not to the point that you're going to drown them with water. That's why this is what I do, and at the same time I have to put some moderate amount of water.
Can I feel the joy of being with you?
So this is what I normally do. There you go. And if you can see, they look so happy.
Christmas is where
And that's what I do. And so far, I'm going to show you how I normally design them with my Christmas tree. So, this is how I do it. So I'm going to use this for my baby Christmas tree. So what I do is I'm going to wrap this on the top here, just to make sure that it has a design. Okay? There you go. So since I'm doing that, I'm going to make a little, I'm going to twist it around and make it like a ribbon. So it will look like so this will look like more festive. There you go.
Now I am actually wrapping this Christmas wreath wire around my bucket. So on the top of the bucket, I'm actually twisting this wiring around, and this will help to look more festive. So I'm concealing the plastic inside the bucket, and at the same time I'm twisting the wiring more to grip the bucket around. So there you go. So it looks like a ribbon, but I'm gonna attach one more ribbon that I've got from Victoria's Secret. But this ribbon is actually from the gift I received last year from my friend. And now I'm using this as an improvised ribbon, so it will look more beautiful. So there you go. It's just an improvised thing that I have to do, that it will look more attractive and festive looking. So there you go. I have a wonderful looking baby Christmas tree in a bucket with Victoria's Secret ribbon.
For good, hurry down the chimney tonight. I wait impatiently for you, my Santa baby. I really do believe in you. Christmas is waiting for you. It'll never start without you, never start without you. Christmas is all about you. I see everywhere around, fairies of December. You, I see everywhere around, fairies of December. You, can you feel the joy when Santa Claus is coming to town?
I wrap them around with this Christmas wreath. So hopefully I can actually put more decorations next week. Please come and join me, and I'll show you what sort of decorations I'm going to put with them to actually they look more festive. So thank you again, and please don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell for more updates. So if you have any suggestions, please comment down below and I will reply to you as soon as I can. Thank you for watching and see you next week. Bye for now.
How can I feel the joy of being with you? How can I chase the pain away for good? Well, this is calling me, all is not true. I bring some mistletoe with me. Christmas is waiting for you. It'll never start without you, never start without you. Christmas is all about you. I see everywhere around the fairies of December. You, I see everywhere around the fairies of December. You, can you feel the joy when Santa Claus has come to town? Santa Claus has come to town. Have you wrote your list? Check it out for good. Hurry down the chimney tonight. I wait impatiently for you, my Santa baby. I really do believe in you. Christmas is waiting for you. It'll never start without you, never start without you. Christmas is all about you. I see everywhere around the fairies of December. You, I see everywhere around the fairies of December. You, can you feel the joy when Santa Claus has come to town? Santa Claus has come to town. And I remember the presents and the lights in the trees, the smell of chestnut boiling under heat. And I remember dreaming, buried in a comfy blanket that I will never forget. When I was waiting for the snow to fall to make a giant snowman, my heart was jingling over and over. I won't forget that snowman, I won't forget those years, an amazing time I love. This will forever be the wonders of